Welcome.
Welcome to the CruiseLine podcast, man. Charlie, we outside, man. We about to be taking y'all on a journey, man. Talking about, everything we've been through from Ghana to America, Lawrence, Kansas, high school, just the vibes, man. We are to kick it. We gonna feature some of our Ghana boys up here. Charlie,
you're about to see some real Charlies out here.
Yeah, all the Charlies, as my white friends love to say, man. Man, shout out to the whole crew. Shout out to
the whole Alpha Gang worldwide.
Yes, sir.
Our guys in the UK, Ghana, West Africa represent.
Yeah, we out here with it, man. So what's the CruiseLine podcast about? Well, we're going to be talking about entertainment, lifestyle, fashion, new music, life growing up in Ghana, in America. This podcast is going to be in English and in Pidgin. So, Charlie, for my Ghana people out there, man, you see how they switch up the
white
accent.
people to learn all that.
We're going to talk Pidgin, we're going to speak English, we're going to chop it up, man.
Yeah,
it's going to be a good vibe, Charlie. But broski, man, me and my brother been trying to do this podcast for the longest. It's about time that we had the opportunity to, get our first shoot, man. Shout out to Red Bull, man. Y'all stay hooking us up with the cans coming in, Shout out to Red Bull. But before we begin and talk about anything, man, cheers to the first episode. Hopefully this goes good. No cuts, no Shazams, but cheers. Charlie. So
what we did vibe about?
Today we did vibe about, the genesis of getting into social media, fashion, music, just, all the stuff that we've done since 2016, shout out to moms and pops, by the way. Can't forget that, you know what I mean? But hey, 2016, shaku, and then it turns into a whole,
No, 2016 was tonight.
Oh, I'm tweaking. It might be hookah.
That was tonight.
Tonight. Baby tonight, man.
Tonight. Baby is the clean version. Baby is the explicit version.
let's be honest. I asked you that Michael repped that lyrics. When y'all wrote that song, was it Baby Tonight or Maybe Tonight? And what did the students in high school, when we was in high school, what did they think it was?
Everyone thought, honestly, when we wrote the verse, it was Maybe. But while we was writing and singing it in the little studio that we was in, everyone was like, Baby.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I think Emo thought that shit was Maybe. I think he just said, Charlie, we go talk maybe tonight. You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, it wasn't like a written verse or anything. It was like a freestyle. So we was all just there in the room and it was like, okay, let's go. Let's start like Maybe Tonight.
Okay.
Then everybody else heard Baby. So everyone else was like, Baby Tonight. They was like, oh.
I think we were just all spoiled kids, man. we needed it to sound like saucy, you know what I'm saying? But
so then we went Baby Tonight.
Yeah.
But of course when you're singing it in front of your parents in 2016,
you have to say maybe tonight. Maybe tonight, man. It can't be saying no baby, man. But shout out to V-Man, man. I feel like,
honestly, if it wasn't for V-Man, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be over here. You know what I mean? V-Man, he probably doesn't even know this, but him coming to the school from the UK as a beat maker, teaching us how to make beats, music. Next thing we see, we recording in the assembly hall, in high school, just vibing, Next thing we see, y'all drop the song and it goes bonkers and everybody's just, fucking with it, man. That had to be a good feeling, man. I know it felt good, just.
It was interesting because we always thought about like, hopping on stage, with the mic, having to perform all that. So just having to see it, come to reality, we're like, oh, Charlie, this be serious thing. So like that year, we were going the whole like high school tours and all that. I was like, wow,
Charlie, 2016, man, what a time to be alive. As Drake would have said, man.
Like right now, like if I like, let's say I go with the chats where I tell anyone, I say, oh, Charlie, that time Charlie, we did perform for stage. And it's like, what?
Yeah, they don't believe that shit, man. We got the whole highlight reel, but
so even before artists came on, we was doing what we wanted to see.
We
did everything ourselves.
Right.
Even before we brought people on.
Right.
So I mean, Charlie, it's been a good journey, honestly.
M.O. Alpha Records.
Now we need Emo on this. Shout out to Emo.
Shout out to Emo, man. We need you out here.
We need Emo out here. That's our brother, Emo.
Yeah, bro. But shout out to Emo, man. Charlie, all right. Me, I thought you say book your tickets. Come Yankee, bro. Come here, man. The UK ain't. You did that too much, Charlie. Pop out, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
The whole squad.
The whole squad. They're out here, man, Charlie. But yeah, so tonight drops. The whole school is popping off. Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like some of them, people made fun of the song because it was funny. But I'm broke, so I'ma take you in a Trotsky. That whole vibe, man.
Honestly, like even for me, I feel like you just have to be real with everyone, and that song was like one of the realest songs we ever made.
Right.
Because as much as they would call you like Dada B and all that, DB, we did take Trotsky there too. Like we was on the grind.
Josh never made us enjoy that DB lifestyle. He had his moments, but Charlie, man, we used to trap, man.
We had to. Experience the trap for ourselves. So we put our own selves in the trap to experience it. Like, hop on the Trotros. They call it Trotros back home.
Yes, sir. That's the public transportation.
Yeah, out here they call it public
bus system. In America, that's the bus system. But the Trotros, think about the bus system, but no AC. You might have to stand. The bus is designed to fit 15 people. Like but 30 people managed to fit in it. Well,
so we got a real sardine
you have someone
truck.
Called a mate, who they collect your money. You pay to the mate. You hop on the Trotro. There's a whole bunch of them going to different parts of the city. You pick the one. You pick the wrong Trotro. You on the other side of town. So Charlie, make no mate scam you, man. But
if you know the system and the roots and all that, otherwise you're gonna be like a whole different city.
That reminds me. Shout out to Takman, man. Takman took us on our first Trotro rodeo, man. Yeah. Shout out to Takman, man.
TACK.
Yes, sir. 100. But we do that, and then we start going to the studio all the time, in Osu, Oxford Street. You're the Kai Trojan.
No, we started out at Fairy Tale.
You should say it'd be Fairy Tale.
We've been to Trojan's place first, but we had to record it there.
Okay.
So we went to Fairy Tale and recorded a Fairy Tale for the first time. So that's what we produced tonight.
Right.
The Fairy Tale studio was this.
Oh, man.
Like your bathroom is even bigger than...
Like your bathroom is bigger than Fairy Tale studio back in the day, Osu. Like
really small studio, and like you have to stand side by side, and where the mic is in like a deep corner of the studio, so you gotta go in with all that heat.
One in, one out. There's no. You can't record a group session in Fairy Tale. You for top outside. Ain't nobody sitting inside the studio, kicking.
There's no choir, no instruments in that studio. No,
man. That studio was 2 feet by 10 feet.
So 2 feet by 10.
On some real shit though.
I said 2.5.
Or maybe 4 feet. I'll give it 4 feet. But it was a little cubicle, man. We used to go out there all the time just to hang out and record songs. That was cool, man. I tried to get into the rap game, but that career did not last long, Charlie. I don't say boys, they laugh me for my boys, they give me hype.
Forgive this some of your
I beg, Charlie. That life, man, that was crazy. But I guess it got us into the management business, and kicked off. But I want you to tell our people, tell our future audience and our future supporters and our future family, tell them how the whole music changed into fashion. You feel me? Like, how did we go from dropping a song to making clothes? You know what I'm saying? Like, tell them, man. I feel like since you are our head designer, you will best explain the whole thing to them, man.
Honestly, like when you're younger and you watch all these movies and stuff like that, you read all these books. what's the name of that book? Rich Dad Poor Dad. You read all those type of books.
I heard that book was capped though. Did you hear that?
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like it
motivated you though.
People,
right.
It still motivated people.
Okay,
no matter how much cap it was at the time. You read a book like that, and you're like, oh wow, like goddamn shit, you know?
Yeah. That book, Rich Dad. Shout out to what was in it, Kawasaki? That's the bike. I'm tripping, man. Robert. Shout out to Robert, man. Shout out to Robert, man. Bob. Shit. Shout out to Talk to People podcast, man. Our boy Chris got us hooked up with these good ass mics. He's out here helping us, set up the whole podcast. He getting us into the podcast business, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Chris, man. I appreciate you, man. Much love from our side every time, always. But let's talk about how, the music game changed into the fashion game for us. And we know for us personally, it was never about the money. It was just about, enjoying our life.
Yeah,
and
just having fun.
Enjoying our youth, our teenage days. So tell the people how your ass managed to turn the song into a shirt, into, the whole thing, and run them through that high school.
You know what's funny? Because there was this other show on TV, Empire.
Oh, Empire did come out around the
time. We used to watch Empire a lot.
Yeah, they had a
cast. Yeah. So I was like, why don't we turn the music and make it more relatable with people and make it more memorable with people?
Right.
So at the end of the day, like, you dropped the song, but how are people going to be rapping your song? So I'm like, okay, cool, Charlie, make we get into the lifestyle part of things.
Okay.
So the first shirt that we made just had the Alpha Gang logo on it. I mean, Alpha Gang wasn't even a thing. It was Alpha Records.
Alpha Records,
yeah. So while I was just designing, I was just like, boom, Alpha Gang.
And mom said she don't like gangsters. So
she said she don't like gangsters.
She said.
So we had to.
Funny story though. Shout out to moms, man. We love you. But funny story. Our mom saw the word gang and
she's like, no gang business.
No gang business here. Like, what is gang? She goes to church one day and the pastor says, Holy Ghost gang.
Holy Ghost gang.
She comes back and says, okay, gang was used in church. You guys are good. You guys can use gang. Y'all are good. You have my support now. But I thought that was funny, man.
I feel like she's one of the, she is our biggest supporter.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to moms, man. Shout out to God, too, for telling mom,
keep the gang in there.
Keep the gang in there.
Keep the gang tight.
Alpha Gang, I think that's such a sexy name. It's got a vibe to it. It's picked up. A lot of people, fuck with it. And, yes, sir. But, tell the people how you started Empire Inspired. We watched Empire.
We watched a lot of different
shit.
Kind of shows.
Yeah.
To inspire.
Yeah, man. I feel like as kids we just,
because you go watch WWE,
then we was fighting.
Then you're out there like,
me. I always trying to do something mischievous. But shout out to Empire. But
shout out to Lucius Lyon.
Shout out to Lucius Lyon, and I almost said Tommy Egan, but that's Ghost, man. But anyway, so from music we go back to school and then we start Alpha Gang.
Yeah.
You designed the first design,
So, obviously logo inspired by Supreme. Shout out to Supreme. And, we put the first design on a t-shirt and we carry on go to school in tents. We're showing all our friends, the show boys at tents. We're like, oh wow, like Charlie, this be hard
though. This makes sense.
We actually made it for ourselves to wear.
Right.
The squad. Like
for the squad,
friends or family type
are
thing.
You an Alpha Gang? Like, for the boys, you know what I'm saying?
So then it became like, oh, like I want to get one of those. I want to get one of those t-shirts. I want to get this. I want to get that. So we're like, okay, bet. So we produced about 50.
Right.
Then we started getting it out to like different high schools.
That was in when our school used to do this event called Twin Day or something.
So Twin Day, we have our squad. We all went Alpha Gang, repping Alpha Gang. Right. And other schools also had these type of events.
Right.
So we will send it out to other high schools and everybody will like see this stuff like what is going on here? Like what is?
You know what I think also helped us? Mo after IG's Mo leaves Alpha Beta and goes to Faith Montessori. You know, he
left. Yeah, he went to Faith Montessori.
So he just carried the business good.
Carried it out
trap
there.
on that side of town too. So
oh man, it really started booming right when he left the fashion part. Yeah. And we had shout out to my boy Jeffrey. Was a good man. I said
good salesman.
Good salesman.
Yeah, that man aggressive with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to all those. They not even kids no more.
They're not kids no more.
Yeah, but shout out to all the boys that put their foot down and said, "Hey, yo, like let's push this merch in these high schools." You know what I mean? That's love for real, man. Trust me, we might not be chopping it up, but we never forget. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, they, the kids we're working with, they all push it out there. They all get their people on it. So we always had this like ideology whereby it's like, cause you remember E-Rock.
Yeah.
When he used to go to the high schools to go perform, there were kids at the time, but now they're all
in his church
now, and they're all like grown folk right now.
Right.
So it's like you always have this ideology about starting everything young. At the end of the day, it grows into something else.
Right.
So
get them all on board.
So it really grew along the years, and Emma was like, "Why don't we actually make this a real fashion brand?"
Right.
We have the music. Let's get the fashion too, because the clothes are out there. Let's actually put our minds together and come up with like real high end designs. So that's what we've been doing. Every summer, every winter, we get together.
Drop the collection out.
Yeah. So it's been a good journey, honestly.
I know y'all have seen those Made in Accra shirts.
Made in Accra.
If you didn't know, that's our work right there.
Made in Accra
that's the most popular one. Accra we did, Made in Accra, man. Funny enough, I go to Ghana to visit in 2020, and I'm like, everything looks different. I'm like, oh wow, have I been gone that long? Like. Then I'm walking down the street and I see Made in Accra and Accra. Yeah. People they wear Made in Accra shirt. I say, hey,
2020,
you dirty juice, you did job like that. They push the brand, man.
Hey. We was on the road. We had it out everywhere. We were set out to get it everywhere. We had it in different cities in Ghana. Shout out to Kumasi.
Hey, we go reach Kumasi.
Kumerica, we did Kumerica.
I don't know say we reached Kumasi. I forgot Accra.
It was actually Brago. I don't know if you met Brago.
Nah, who's that?
So Brago goes to college or university in Kumasi. And she really got it out there in Kumasi.
Okay. So shout out to Brago.
Brago is like big on Snapchat. Probably is still big on Snapchat.
Right.
But she really.
What year is this? Like 2017?
It's like
2018.
This was like 2019.
2019. Okay.
Yeah. So Brago pushes it out on her Snapchat, and goddamn, I never had so many ads on Snapchat in my life like that.
I'm weak.
I had about 500.
She be.
Charlie, I don't know what to do.
Charlie Accra, it be Slay Queen Mata. Charlie, shout out to Brago, man.
Shout out to Brago. Charlie, that day I don't get like 500 ads on my Snapchat. I'm like, sheesh.
Yeah, Snapchat didn't have subscriptions at the time too, so you gotta add everybody.
You gotta add everyone by all 500 people. And everybody that added was like, hey, I want to get a shirt. I want to get a shirt. I want to get a shirt. I was like, ooh, golly.
Business is booming. Business is booming.
Crazy. It was crazy.
So, Charlie. It'd be so.
So, yeah, Accra we did. Made in Accra. Very soon, maybe we'll add time we did.
Charlie, Accra we did. We did inside, man. We active, man. But yeah, now next thing you see, I moved to the U.S. and back to business out here in the U.S., in Lawrence, Kansas, start the whole Alpha Gang thing, my pop-up shops. Shout out to my boys, who were all, when I did my first pop-up, KD, Danny, shout out to Gabby, they were Teo, Nay, Cameron, Maya. Yeah, I remember like there was the support was there, man. Like that first pop-up shop in Lawrence. I remember I did it in KD's apartment, Shout out to Victor.
Victor Maduka.
That guy, they boogie you. Every party Victor no day there, I know won't go. But yeah, shout out to all of them boys, man, and the girls that helped us just do the photo shoots. And
who else was there at that photo shoot?
With the first one I had before you moved here?
Yeah.
Let me see. Emma Pravacek took those pictures, and I've seen she doing her thing right now, being in the sports industry. So I'm so proud of her. Yeah, shout out to Emma, man. She took those first pictures of that pop-up shop / photo shoot. Who else was there? Gabby, Teo, Nay, Cam. I hope I'm not for Danny, KD. I mean, I don't think I'm forgetting anybody.
Charlie
was there. Yeah.
Don't forget my boy Charlie.
Yeah. Charlie was there too.
Man, Charlie and I've been through so much, Charlie.
Yeah,
Charlie
was
a different kind of guy.
Nigga moved out here to the United States and didn't know how to act.
Oh man, shout out to Charlie, man.
That's what's up, though. Yeah, that's what's up.
A lot going on, man.
But so now where we are now, music and fashion. Shout out to Taylor Vo, helped us resume that music part of the brand. Shout out to True and LSD Sneaks, And now we
Russia fella now.
Oh, Russia, you listen, Russia be special package.
It's funny because Russia fella has always been with us, like even from back in Ghana.
Right. That's facts. Though.
So even being a new member to the family, he's always been a part of the family.
That's facts.
So
we just had to make it official.
Yeah.
But that's what's up, man. CruiseLine, man.
CruiseLine.
We gonna be cruising. We gonna be kicking it. We're going to be talking a whole lot of entertainment stuff going on in the city of Lawrence. I just want to say welcome back to school and welcome to KU to all the freshmen that are coming to school for the first time. So just stay tuned and get ready for, all the stuff that's going to kick off, man. Before we wrap this first episode up, you want to talk about New Lawrence a little bit and then let the people, who are new to campus, who are new to Lawrence, know what that is about and what we're gonna be doing. Shout out to Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi definitely gonna be on this podcast in a couple weeks. Y'all gonna be Chi-Chi.
We do it, Chi-Chi.
But shout out to Chi, man. That's our partner with New Lawrence. But yeah, let's talk about New Lawrence for a little bit.
So that summer actually was last summer.
Yeah, when we had that pop-up shop.
So we had our pop-up shop, and just a couple of weeks before the pop-up shop, she was like, "Hey guys, I want to throw a back to school party, and I have this location, blah blah blah, all the details."
That party was wild.
I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I knew it was gonna be lit,
right? But you didn't know it was going to be
I wasn't even
lit.
I wasn't expecting Charlie, hey, come see all this food on phone line. And I wasn't expecting all that.
Man, Lawrence parties, there ain't no line, ain't nobody coming. So man. We was out of What is it with Lawrence, man? If there ain't no line outside, Lawrence y'all love your lines. We said our goal was to try to get rid of the line. We got rid of the line and nobody came. We kept the line, and then there's a whole crowd out there, man. I'm like, okay, keep the lines then. Everybody want to, just form a line and have a good time.
Throwing parties in Lawrence, you have to know how to throw a party in Lawrence. You can't just go throw a party in Lawrence.
I feel like that's what a lot of people
Everyone thinks they know how to throw a party in Lawrence. But I mean, hey, we got to put it out there. You can't just throw a party in Lawrence. You got to know how to do it.
Yeah, it's got to be good, man.
Like even people who are experiencing event planning and all that, they will throw parties and no one is going to show up.
Yeah, we've had events where only 10, 15, 20 people. Like capacity is 400 and we have less than 50 people there, what I'm saying?
And that's the real the real side of things that people don't even talk about. People don't want to talk about those things, but you have to talk about it so you can learn.
It's an issue. I mean, it's not an issue, it's just a vibe, if I don't want to go out tonight, I'm not going out tonight, no matter what, it has to be good packaging, I feel like. And then so, it's a college town, so you're competing against the Hawk.
You're competing against all the college bars.
All the bars. If you want to throw a party, you're competing against all these bars that are already established, But man, I gotta say, man, the students, they love to party and they be showing up. When they show up,
we was out at the pop-up the last day of the pop-up because that's when the party was. we didn't know there was going to be a whole crowd. So we was at the pop-up. We had closed and we was just chilling.
We was just kicking it.
And then Chico's like, where the fuck are you guys? Like, bro, we have a whole line and I'm by myself. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, gotta go. What is going on out here?
Get over there.
So we
long
get there
line,
like,
man.
Okay.
All right, Lawrence. I see you.
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
So a good party will allow you to see what kind of, influence you're putting out there.
Right.
And how effective it really is.
Right.
So just going to that party and like planning that party, just like set everything for the rest of the year.
Right.
And everything for the rest of the, for the rest of New Lawrence. Right. So, I mean, shit, Charlie, I'm glad that, we have some new stuff coming up.
Yeah.
This year, the rest of the year, and
it's about to be a busy semester for sure. I mean, we about to be doing a lot of stuff for you guys. It's fun, we enjoy the ride. Just show up, pull up, man. It's gonna be a good time. There's a lot of good stuff coming up to Lawrence this semester for sure. And shout out to everyone out there doing their own thing, making things happen, making this city a better place, making college an experience and not just school. Shout out to everybody who's doing something to make this, this place a wonderful place to come to school. Because I heard this year we had the largest group of freshmen coming in.
Yeah, so, this year is about to be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I'm driving on campus today, and I've never seen this much traffic on campus.
And school ain't even started yet.
School hasn't even started. Traffic already.
They taking all the chicken at Walmart. They taking all the chicken at Dillon's. I can't even get no dinner. Like, I'm like, man, come on, y'all go back home, man.
Man. So by Monday, we're probably not even gonna be able to find nowhere to park. So you're going to need a parking pass for sure.
Nah, man. We've been scamming
this. You got to talk about parking.
Oh, no.
Parking on campus.
That's going to be another topic for another day because we could talk about parking for the next 3 hours, man. But,
parking on campus, something else.
But yeah, catch the bus, man. Leave the parking for the seniors and the juniors and the super seniors. And
everybody, they're going to start catching the bus.
Yeah, y'all catch that bus. Enjoy that freshman. Was it freshman 15? Is that what it's called? Yeah, enjoy it. Do that. Climb the hill. Don't drive. Leave your car at home. Like, it's already too many cars out here. But
because I remember when I didn't even have a car, I literally ran to class before.
Man, I told you I used to bike, bro.
Like I was running, and this was at least 2 miles by car, like by driving. So definitely about walking, about 20 minutes, about a 20-minute walk.
Right.
I was like running up the hill.
I used to put you through it because I had a car, but I told you he moves to America. He doesn't stay in the dorm. His brother got a place. He's kicking. He's enjoying. Oh wow, man! I slept on. Well, how big was that student mattress, man? It was the size of this, like skinny, man.
Never that.
He never got to experience that. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, low key, I kind of wish I experience the whole freshman vibe.
Nah, you don't, bro.
Because at the end of the day, everyone has a story about when they was a freshman. I don't have that story.
Yeah.
I started school online. I don't move into the dorms. You
got a pool at your place. You got a gym.
Just kicking it, all that.
This man out here living.
Exactly. I mean, I've been through some form of, trapping, but at the end of the day, like, I still got to miss out on all those stories,
right.
You see me when everyone's talking about like freshman year and all that. I'm just like,
the bob head.
All right, cool.
Like I got my lizard.
That's cool. That's good for you.
I'm weak.
But yeah. At the end of the day, we thank God that life was easier, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, welcome to the CruiseLine podcast officially.
What does CruiseLine mean to you?
I mean, when I hear the word cruise, I think of boats first off.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a journey. You on one boat, just different rooms, different activities, different vibes. There's the calm side of things and there's the lit side of things. So our podcast to be means everybody, all inclusive. We're going to talk about a lot of issues, topics, like I said, entertainment, fashion, more down the lines of that, vibes. We just go to vibe, you know what I mean? So what does CruiseLine mean to you? Like, let me make I hear your opinion, Charlie.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. As these names they come to me, I found out the name, and I'm like, okay, what meaning can we put behind the name?
this guy, he cooking the chicken before buying the chicken. Like,
you have a good design,
right?
But what does the design mean?
That's the artistic part of it, though.
Yeah, because back then when we design any T-shirt and we go for a pop-up shop, they're like,
"What's the meaning?
What's the meaning behind this design?" And you have to I was just designing something cool. Like,
I thought it was cool.
Then on the spot, like you have to come up with.
But then if you notice that the meaning you come up with is actually what it actually means without you even knowing
exactly
during the design process.
So then that's when you get to realize that you're actually blessed with the gift of interpretation. Mm-hmm. That's a hard word. Interpretation.
August. Now you talk. I'm telling this English, dear. Maybe you keep.
So you're blessed with that gift. So at the end of the day, whatever you put out there, it has a meaning behind it, even though you don't even think about it before.
Facts.
So you put it out there, knowing that you know what the meaning is, but then you get to really think about it and add more deeper meanings to what you designed or what you put out there. So CruiseLine means a lot.
Right.
It means a lot of things, and I'm happy to be on the cruise. So happy to be on the cruise.
Aboard. Choo choo.
You gotta hop on there. That's gonna be our sound. Choo choo.
Hop aboard. It's Captain King. I'm pouring Captain Juice out here, man. Welcome to the CruiseLine podcast. We'll catch you on episode 2. See y'all every Sundays. Whenever. Peace.
Whenever.